Copyright.gov. The video you will see here is for fair use, educational purposes. One moment, please. This is an excerpt from the December 16th, 2021 Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission meeting with Scott Wilson. One moment, please.
Scott Wilson, welcome. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Pastor Scott Wilson. I'm pretty certain you guys probably remember me. I'm 3.5 years into this now, and in this I've freely guided 4 documentarians, multiple state news crews, national crews, done numerous national podcasts, and most recently nationally syndicated TV that aired on Discovery Channel. I now speak with the full support of a whole lot of people. Mr. Sutton, in 2019 you stated this, quote, "We would like to see a future that does not rely on herbicides for invasive plant management." Then in the first virtual meeting, you quoted, it says, "We're making a slow turn, but we are turning the ship." And I'm just hoping that someone can please explain to me how this FWC position lines up with these new lake management plans. I traveled and also did virtual participation in all 3 plans. In the July Kissimmee in-person focus group, when I asked about mechanical harvesting, we were told in a raised, condescending voice, quote, "There are no plans now or in the future for harvesters. The subject was not open for discussion and the case is closed." You know, these meetings to me felt like they were much more like dictation sessions on how staff will manage invasives. So from what I can understand, I got the same answers on the Harris chain, that there's 0 proposed mechanical harvest except for some limited tussocks. These plans use language like floating plants to be managed at lowest feasible levels. What does that even mean? I think that means that it's going to have continued treatment and even business as usual and more chemicals. The staff now promotes these talking points of new novel technology for Lake Okeechobee. It's not novel. This has been unsuccessfully attempted by Jimmy Vaughn and others decades ago, and it did not work. According to section leader, this equipment is already in place. I'm told that this group owns absolutely no equipment. Has anyone taken any time to vet or test any of this equipment? Can anyone provide me any photos of this equipment? Can those involved show any successful track record of lake restoration? You know, honestly, how much ground hyacinth do you think we can pump up an 8-inch tube and pump up the hill? You know, the real experts that have track record experience say the half-acre a day is maximum. How is this going to help a 450,000-acre lake? You know, this just to me seems like another waste of millions of taxpayer dollars to further delay any reduction in herbicides. You know, in this, in my persistence and perseverance, I've earned the respect of many top water minds in Florida. This is a quote from a recent email correspondence from Dr. Paul Gray. I'm sure you guys all remember him. And he says this, quote, "I see no chance of progress from within FWC. The culture is toxic in several ways. Invasive plant management is wiping out habitat for species of critical concern, and no one in the agency does anything to stop it or slow it."
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Listen, I'm gonna beg you, gentlemen, in the spirit of Christmas, I drove 11 hours. Will you give me 30 more seconds, please? This is of critical.
I've got other people ready to
this is of critical safety concern, sir, and I think that everybody needs to see that.
30 seconds. Go ahead.
All right. I grew up in a rough crowd in Florida, in Central Florida, around all those lakes. And I would never now in my life ever condone any acts of vandalism or violence. That is never the answer. But I'm going to tell you, I do know a bunch of good old boys that have had enough. And I have serious concerns for equipment and personal safety. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Duly noted.
If you would like to watch more of these types of videos, you can search the Florida channel, FWC, and it comes up right here as the Florida channel. And you can click through and then you go over here where it says video library, and you click through, and it'll bring up the current videos, and just look for whatever you're looking for. I was looking for the Florida Wildlife Commission meeting, and it came up right here, and then I can click through, and then that's where I got the excerpt of the video that you're currently watching. This video will be posted on anglersvoice.com, where there are more videos that you can watch with regards to Scott Wilson and many other people that have been trying to warn the state of Florida regarding these pesticides, what they're doing to the waters of Florida, the destruction of the animal food chain. We've been in this a long time, and this is what the state of Florida has done to us. Okay? It has to stop somewhere. And we totally condone any type of violence. Our voice is our weapon. And we're trying to reach our government to let them know what is going on. We have done research where you can type in Angler's Voice and type Syngenta. Here's one on Dicot. Again, back on Angler's Voice. The URL is anglersvoice.weebly.com/dicot-dibromide.html, where we are proving who owns Syngenta. ChemChina. Who owns ChemChina? China. What is in the best interest of the United States to continue using chemicals when we are clearly at war with China? And why are we putting these chemicals in our waters if we are at war with China? Wouldn't that equal depopulation? We need to reach our officials, send them this video. All the information is right here to prove Dicot is owned by ChemChina, and they continue to purchase these chemicals. And this is just one of many that they use that come from China. We don't need to go to war. China just keeps selling us pesticide to contaminate our environment. They're killing us. I mean, that's put it in plain language. How much clearer can we make it to get to these officials? We have to stop and consider other alternatives that have been brought to them that are more effective and less destructive to this planet. If we want change, it starts with us. And we need to reach our officials and tell them this is what we have found. Why aren't they doing the research? Why are they continuing to purchase stuff from foreign countries, put it on this land where it is doing nothing but reaping havoc on the humans, the animal life, nature? It's all here. Send it to them. Reach out to them. Let them know this is the research proving how destructive this chemical and other chemicals are. Thank you for watching this video. Please note, we totally condone any type of violence. This was brought to the commission to let them know what he is experiencing in his environment. One man cannot stop an army of angry men that have tried and tried and tried to reach our government officials with our voice, with proof, with research, other research that is done by others, and they're not listening. We have to do something to get our voice heard, and we totally condone violence. I cannot stress this enough. But our government officials need to wake up and realize We are at war. President Trump declared China as what? Go do your research.